And see who's on. I'm live. I'm live. I don't know if anybody's going to turn up. So if they don't, they don't. Hello, everybody. If anybody's going to turn up. Anybody? Nobody yet. Oh. That's what I should have put something on Twitter. That's what I should have done, really. Oh, one person here. 3 likes. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, not so bad. I'm getting there. Hey there. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, Sarah. Hello, darling. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. You should put my specs on, really, because then I could see everybody properly. Because when you get old, some things that happens is your hair, your eyes start to go a bit wibble, don't they? But you think, so how's everybody doing? I've missed you. I really have missed you. Oh, you're canning tomatoes. Oh, well, that's fun. Whereabouts are you in the States? Oh, Ronnie. Hello, my darling. How are you and how's two? You both still as much in love? Colorado. Ooh. I've only ever heard good things about Colorado. The only awful thing I ever heard coming out of Colorado was Chris Watts. And we don't really want to go into that, do we? Sort of thing we're going to. Peanut, hello, darling. Hello, love. It's lovely to see you. Oh, you in Maryland? Oh, that's fantastic. Ronnie, I thought you were Australian. Where did I get that you were Australian? Oh, God, I think my brain's gone to cheese. I don't know why I got you were Australian, honestly. Oh, thank you, Peanut, love. That's really kind. Thank you so much. Well, we are all, this is our week of mourning. Hello, Ronnie. Lovely to see you. Oh, you got dual citizenship, that's why. Kangaroos in Maryland, I don't know. You'll have to ask Ronnie. He might have smuggled one in his suitcase. You never know. It's funny, I just talked about kangaroos today. And apparently they can be vicious buggers. Your ex-boyfriend looked like a kangaroo. Now, come on. If he looked like a kangaroo, would you seriously have dated him? With your standards? Come on, Ronnie. Honestly. You've got such high standards, and you're trying to tell me that you had a... Daphne! Daphne! Oh, it's Daphne Angel. Everybody say hello to Daphne. You should all say hello to each other, but everybody say hello to Daphne. There's Daphne Angel. You did enjoy Captain Kangaroo as a child. You thought you knew him. So, I'm mixing him up with Captain Caveman. You know, Captain Caveman. Captain Kangaroo. That must be an Australian thing. And even though I'm twice your age, love, or more than likely more than that, all we got was Skippy the bush kangaroo. What's that, Skip? He's fallen down the well. Okay then, Skip. You go back the house and I'll go and find him. We'll get that cobber out. Yeah, well, that's my interpretation of someone who's Australian. Oh, Jason, hello. Hello, my darling, my little brother. My little brother from another mother. Oh, lovely to see you, darling. There, everybody, Jason's in the house. Jason is in the haven. There he is. Well, family, Haveners, it's been a very sad couple of weeks over here in the UK. And we've lost our wonderful Queen. So it's a US show from 1955. That's older than me. That's much older than me. So thank you, Jason, darling. Yeah, it's been awful. 2 days before the Queen was sorry, excuse me. I'm desperately trying to get comfy, and I don't know why, but I'm really, really uncomfortable today. And we saw her on the Tuesday, and for all she's been looking frail. Oh, yes, I saw that. It come up in my notifications. Hello. I don't know if we've even been introduced before, but hello and welcome, and it's lovely to meet you. Can I introduce you to Daphne? And Al's Eye Tarot is Jason, and RM is Daphne, is Ronnie, and you're Ian from New York City, girl. No, that's me, not you. I'm not saying you're a New York City girl, but sorry, that's just my age on. Hello, Corey, love. How you doing? How's your mum? Pet Shop Boys, yes. Love Pet Shop Boys. I'll tell you my story about the Pet Shop Boys. Neil Tennant, who was the singer, obviously, he was in the same school and the same year group as my ex-husband. So there's there's two of you. Two Ronnies. It's the two Ronnies. I don't know if anybody remembers a British show called The Two Ronnies. It was Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's my claim to fame about hiya, Amy. Lovely to see you, darling. How are you doing? Yeah, so that's my claim to fame. And Sting from the Police grew up not far from me, about 2 miles down the road. She's doing pretty well. Oh, well, will you say thank you? And I send lots of love and big hugs and lots of good vibes and everything back to her, please. I'm not too bad. I've got to send another sample into the doctors tomorrow. So anyway, I don't want to get away from the Queen, obviously, because it's been pretty important. The last time I saw you, I'm sorry, I apologise to you all. I meant to come back to you. But my husband, we found out that he had septicemia. And it was just in as well, we've since been told that that he got into hospital when he did. Because if he delayed it much more, then, well, we don't want to go there, do we? So, but he's still not ready to go back to work. He's still incredibly tired. He's had the doctor today, and the doctor has given him, I mean, bloody hell, there's enough antibiotics in there to stock a shelf, so. Oh, right. Well, they had him in admissions for the first night, trying to find out what was up, and they couldn't find out straight away. And then he just seemed to progressively get weaker. And then they had him on one lot of antibiotics, and that didn't seem to do anything. Then they added another antibiotic to the first one, and that didn't seem to do anything. So then they changed the antibiotics again, but they had to leave it for 24 hours to see if it was going to make any difference to what they weren't sure was wrong with him. So they were giving him heart scans practically every day. They were taking blood from him every day. They were having to take wee samples and stuff like that, because before he got into hospital, he was being treated for a urinary tract infection. He was complaining, that's my rude phone. He had acute prostatitis. Oh, hi there. How you doing, love? I'm just telling everybody about my husband, Mr. Bill. But it wasn't the end of the first week, it was going towards the start of the second week that he was in hospital, that they said that they'd found that he had an abscess on his prostate. That they had to, here's the thing, right? He'd had scans, but he was waiting for an MRI. So they eventually take him down for his MRI. And they got him down for that. They gave him 2 different MRIs, one over his heart and the second one over his pelvic and stomach areas. So anyway, he had that done. And, because they'd done it on Friday, it had been requested for days beforehand, but eventually got done on a Friday. Obviously, they weren't going to get the results over a weekend because everybody stopped working. So they said the Monday was a bank holiday, so there was nobody going to be in the radiographer's department to be able to translate the findings. So they said it should be up by Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. And then I think it was the Friday of that week where a consultant did what they call raise an error on the radiographer. And apparently what had happened was the lazy son of a bacon slicer we've got 2 major hospitals in Newcastle. One is the Freeman. That's where they do the lung and heart transplants and stuff like that. And they do a lot of cancer work up there. And then we've got the Royal Victoria Infirmary, the RVI. That's the hospital my husband was in. That's the hospital that I go to for my cancer treatment. Well, anyway, this radiographer had got Bill's results and then put them in an envelope and put them on the work tray for people up at the Freeman Hospital so they would do it. And it would be one less for him to do over that weekend, which I thought, that's absolutely disgusting. And I told the staff that I thought it was disgusting. And they said, don't worry about it. It's the consultant has raised this thing called an error. It's a black mark against the radiographer. He's now got to go and have an interview and blah, 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 and find out what's wrong. But they eventually, Candice, hello, there's my other angel. Everybody say hello to Candice. Candice, Daphne is already in the room, and Jason and Ronnie and Amy and Ian and Ronnie and Amy and Zorro and everybody else. It's lovely to see you too, my darling. So I'm just telling everybody about Bill, Candice. So anyway, it was from those, he'd done the readings and he'd gone all the way through and he'd interpreted everything that was on Bill's MRIs. His heart was clear, but that was where they'd found he had a kidney infection, but he also had an abscess attached to his prostate. And that had been leaking into his bloodstream and leaking at such a rate that it had given him septicemia. It gave him sepsis. That's basically what it was. And when I spoke to the staff, the picture they painted out to me is that he was extremely lucky to get into the hospital when he did, because if he just ignored it and left it and just got more and more tired and got lower and lower and lower, that by the time they got him in, he probably would have had problems with his breathing, to which then pneumonia sets in. And of course, what happens after that? So he's had a very, very close shave, a very close shave. And you know when some people talk about, oh, you've got so many exit points in life. And I'm just wondering, was that one of his exit points? I'm very glad it wasn't. Do you know, yes, Jason, he was on the phone trying to talk to someone to get him an ambulance. And this bloke at the other end of the phone was saying to him, can you not wait till tomorrow and talk to a GP? And it was like, I mean, Bill, I'm not kidding you. He was literally shaking like that. He just couldn't stop. So, like I said, that's what happened then. And he ended up having another week in hospital. Then he came home. He's been home now, I think it's 3 weeks. He's been home. But he's still incredibly tired. Thank you, Candice. He's incredibly tired. And I mean, he sounds as cheerful as anybody can. be cheerful, you know. Still sounds incredibly cheerful, but there's times you can tell it's just his face goes a bit greyish, and he just looks overtired. He looks as if he could just go and have a good sleep and then wake up a bit after feeling a bit more refreshed, you know. Yeah, Corey is. Well, it was a dispatcher, but the thing is, it was can't you wait till tomorrow, the one unavailable. So Bill had to get a taxi and take himself off to hospital in a taxi. You know, that's what happened. He actually, we got my daughter rang for a taxi for him, and that's how he got to hospital, in a taxi, in his dressing gown. No, that's a lie. We took his dressing gown in after. He was in his old dressing gown, and when he managed to get him into t-shirt and jeans, and then he just sort of just got himself into this taxi, and then that was that. And because of me being in the chair and what have you, and me not being able to drive at the moment because of the state of my arm, I couldn't follow him in or do anything. Plus, once I'd rung up the ward and I'd said, well, I'm busy having cancer treatment and what have you, they said, well, we wouldn't advise that you come in because there's all sorts, he's not isolated. We haven't got him in an isolation room or anything like that. And if anybody comes in with COVID or anything, you know, and if you catch that and with your immune system being down, and it was just, so I never actually got to visit him in all the time I was in hospital. The kids went in and I couldn't go. So I had to, when he was feeling stronger, I was able to phone him once a day. So yeah, I couldn't even be with him. So, damn this cancer kept me away from my husband. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be on a downer here, but my next appointment with the oncologist is a telephone consultation. And the reason why it's only a telephone consultation is because I have refused the surgery. So I imagine that it'll stay like that until I start to feel something on the move or the boob starts to really fill up again. And then I'll have to ring them, and then that's the point I would imagine that they'll say, right, the letrozole isn't working anymore. And they'll probably scan me then to see where it's spread to, you know. But like I said, I'm not trying to be awkward or lower the tone of the chat, because no one else will spark it back up again with something slightly naughty, but not too naughty that will get shut down. But when it happens, my family are going to have to learn to do without me, and so will you guys. But I don't. I hope. I probably will say this to you on more than one occasion, but when I've still got the strength to do it, and I come online, because I'll probably, I'm not saying I won't do any more like standard videos or anything like that, but I would come online and talk to you all and just say, look, I don't want you to, fall away from each other. I want you, if anybody could start a channel where all of you could meet up and you know, just stay together and be together. Or I don't know if anybody still does your Facebook thing, but, you know, just talk to each other. I mean, do you know, it's coming up for 3 years that we've been Haverness. Do you know that? Is that not crazy? When you think about the time that's gone by, how long we've been together as a community. Do you know? Oh, the Facebook group is still active. Candice, that is music to my ears. Because if you remember, I said I wasn't going to be part of it because I was very busy with the Haven itself. So it was up to you guys to keep it going. So I am incredibly grateful that the Facebook group is still going. Thank you. That means so much to me. That means more to me than you will ever know. But yeah, it's been 3 years. You believe it, would you? No, do you know what? It never feels like a long time when you're having fun. It drags when you're full of misery, but when you're having fun, the time flies by. And you know what? I found a pair of, I'm sure I found a pair of green witchy gloves the other day, and I know I missed last Halloween, but this Halloween, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not quite sure what we should do about that, but I would like us to get together for that Halloween. Daphne, shut up. You're going to make me cry. I don't want to cry. Cried after our Queen this week. You know, the thing is, we are, what am I trying to say? What we have is incredibly special. And we can go through weeks and months. I mean, that's my fault. I mean, I totally admit that that is my fault. Once I take that arm off, I am out for sometimes 18 hours. And then I'm so groggy afterwards, you know, and sometimes, I mean, the thing is, while this cancer thing's going on, I've still got the spine that's crumbling. You know, I've still got that problem with my spine. And that causes me a lot of pain. I get cramps in my hands and things like that. So, so sometimes I've got to take a little bit more than I should do. I got right back on it when Bill was in hospital. I didn't want to be groggy if he should need me, you know. But anyway, so I was remembering our Halloween where I was doing ghost stories, I think, when I had that daft makeup on and that stupid, was it those horns or something I was wearing? Was it horns? It was horns, wasn't it, that I had on? Or was it the witch's hat? I can't remember which one, you know. Was it the horns, Daphne? Corey, I'm holding you to that. It better. I want it to continue because I have, do you know something? There, you know, there's been times when I've gone along and I've looked at different groups everybody's saying they've got such a wonderful atmosphere and all this sort of thing. And there's always something niggled at me when I look at all these different groups and I'm thinking, right, so, you know, when they've done live streams and then you can go back and look at it. And I'm looking at the live streams and nobody's talking to each other. And they're just talking at the person who's doing, doing the video sort of thing. Or they won't say much at all. And I'm thinking, I'm not feeling any atmosphere here. I'm not feeling any sense of family. And yeah, the thing is, I can't look at myself, Daphne. Some of the makeup I've done in videos past, oh my God, I should hang my head in shame when I put all that Jeffree Star blue lipstick, blue makeup on with the blue lips and everything. And I keep thinking, oh my God, what have I done? But that Halloween was a wonderful night. Ronnie, thank you. Thank you for saying that. But you know what? It wouldn't have been the fun that it was if it hadn't been for you guys. Did you, Candice? Oh, well, thank you, darling. That, you see, Corey, you've got it. You've got it. Do you know, my phone, it does updates on the system. I've had to change my phone. So I've got a Motorola G62, I think it's called. Ow. Right, I'm not advertising, but I am taking my arm off. So like I said, I shouldn't advertise, but you know, it's called Oromorph on there. Let's take a bit of that. When I first opened this place up, and I know I've talked about it before, but when I first opened this place up, I was feeling lonely at the time and I was feeling depressed. And I'd gone on to different places and tried to see if there was a place there for me. And it wasn't. It was just, you're generally ignored, and I would ask questions and I would say hello to people. And, and people said, oh, hi, hi, hi. And I would jump to go, hello. And it would be, and you are. So I'd just slink away, feel foolish, And I joined a few Facebook groups and thinking, like there'll be spiritual groups I would join, right? Because it's like everything else in life. You think there's got to be something more. There cannot be just this. There's got to be more than this. Maybe I can join some kind of spiritual group and I'll get the answers to life, the universe, and everything. If not, there might be one or two people that I can make a friendship with and we can talk about spirituality, blah, blah, blah. If you go in and hand on heart, it was, have you ever found those groups that say, oh, we are looking for the answer to life and we don't allow bullying and we don't allow bad language and all that sort of thing, which is, I've never put rules like that in here because it's taken as a given. We're all adults, right? We're all adults. And yes, I put my hand up. There's been times when I've lost my temper and my language has got the better of me. I put my hand up to that. I'm just a human being, and when I get angry, I just go boom. And well, you've seen that. But I'd go and I'd talk to people, and they'd be friendly at first, and then they would start backbiting and bitching about other people. Hello, Sparky. Now, is that a new name? Are you new, love? Because if you are, hello and welcome to the Haven, and everybody will say hello to you. And if you're not new, will you tell me who you are, and then we can give you a double welcome and say, oh, you are new. Right. Could everybody in the Haven please give a lovely warm welcome to Sparky? You're very welcome here. Where can you tell us whereabouts in the world you live? We don't need to know your street or your house number or anything like that. Don't worry. Just sort of like whereabouts in the world are you? We're very happy to welcome you here. Yes. Is it America or Australia or, Arkansas? I have a CD by a band called Black Oak, Arkansas, and they did a rendition of was it John Dandy or Joe Dandy or something like that? So I love that type of music. I think it's brilliant. I'll tell you where I first heard it as well. Does anybody remember a movie called Overboard? And it was Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Jim Dandy, that's the one. Thank you, Candice. Thank you. Yes, Jim Dandy. And it was go Jim Dandy, go Jim Dandy. Well, I love that, right? There's me going, I murdered it. But I remember watching Overboard. I absolutely loved that movie. Did you like that one where she was half asleep and he took her out and shoved her in the barrel? Oh my God, I would have killed him if he'd done that to me. And, and the dog's nipping at her and she's trying to feed the kids and they've got poison. That is a wonderful movie. Absolutely love that movie. And just starts out as a right cow, doesn't she? I want my things made of cedar, and I don't like that kind of cedar, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. And it eventually just goes, and shoves her in the water. Oh, it's just so funny. It really is. And at the end, where he's shouting, Katarina, Katarina, and she's shouting, Arturo, Arturo. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Love that movie. Well, sorry, Sparky, I've sort of bombarded you a little bit there with all I know about Arkansas. The other thing I know about Arkansas is that Bill Clinton, he's from Arkansas, isn't he? And his missus, or they were in Arkansas, Little Rock. So, Goldie Hawn is amazing. Do you remember her in Private Benjamin, Corey? That was just, well, you are most welcome. Can I just ask you, how did you manage to find us? Because it's not as if we wave a flag, guys, is it? Say, come over here to the Haven, come and join. What? Oh, Peanut, no. Look, I'll try not to make it so long again. But I'm not going to cross fingers and say promise, because promises are like pie crust meant to be broken. And I'm not going to break a promise. I'll come back as soon as I can. Okay? But you take care, Peanut. This kiss for you. You take care, love. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, she's lovely. So what was I saying? Oh, she got them. Oh, you got them. Oh, thank you, darling. That's great. Video randomly got recommended to me. Oh, right. I hope it was one of the decent videos. I haven't done some of my videos. I could have done better than others. Some of my videos I've come on and my face has been horrible. Well, I mean, it's not far off what it is now, except my hair, guys, is literally just falling out. I know you can't see it, but it's like coming away. And yes, I've got roots, but I've decided I'm not going to get them filled in anymore. I'm just going to let them fall out and get my hair cut short again. First Wives Club. I love them. You don't own me. You're not my favorite toy. You don't own me. I can't remember the rest of it. My son knows it. I can't remember the rest of it. But we have that on DVD. Yes, we do. Who's Kitty? Where's Kitty? Who's Kitty? I can't see Kitty. Am I missing someone? Do I need my glasses on? Just wait. Oh, hello. Are you new? Because if you are, hello. Really pleased to meet you. She's just come in. Oh, God, I am so sorry. I didn't see you there. My eyesight's getting worse, you know. Oh, my God, Corey, you're the same as my Adam. He's like that. He's totally like that. I love that movie. Right, let me see. Oh, have you? Oh, well, that's great. You're here now. Fantastic. It's lovely to see you here. Oh my God. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful movie. I tell you what else. Hey, Tanisha. Oh, it's lovely to see you. How are you doing, love? Oh, you're keeping well. So you watch it every week? I'm trying to think if I ever done that with a movie. Star Trek, probably. Especially Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. That's my favorite. I'll tell you one movie that I used to watch a lot of. Oh my God, where's it? Sister Act. I used to watch Sister Act, you know. I love that one, you know. Hail Mary. What you doing there, Mary? So yeah, used to love that one. Nothing you can do can take me away from my God, my God. Nothing you can say will turn away from my God, my God. That one, oh God, yes. Sorry, I've murdered that one as well. Oh, now, I've got a confession to make. I've only ever seen Steel Magnolias once, and I kept getting it mixed up with Terms of Endearment, although I can't remember for the life of me why. I'll tell you what film and it was the first DVD that I ever got, and it was Bill who bought it for me. And it was Armageddon, and I watched Armageddon again and again. Female version of the Blues Brothers. Well, the Blues Brothers, they were the ones who pretended to be the good old boys, so they could get in to do their music. And then, but they had the cops after them, they had the good old boys after them, and then they had some other people after them. And Shirley MacLaine, was she in Sister Act? Oh, sorry, forgive me. Steel Magnolias. Ah, right, I get it. Yeah, I get it now. So yeah, there's Steel Magnolias, not Steel Magnolias, there's Armageddon for me because of the song at the end. Yeah, sure, Sparky. How can I help you? If it's the answers, the life, the universe, and everything. Apart from it being 42, because it says so in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't have the answer to that yet because I haven't found it. Keep asking. That's 42. Yes, exactly. See, you know what I'm talking about. We're on bated breath for this question. Heather knows what's Yeah, with the little mouse. Do you know the little white mouse? Oh, do you remember in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where they went into that restaurant and there was this monster, some kind of pig-like thing, and it was talking, and it was like, "Can I recommend my rum, sir? I've been eating a lot of grass," or something like that. And I thought, oh my God, I would never eat anything that spoke to me. You know, I just couldn't, you know. So, yeah. Did it? Hungry. Ugh. Hello, Carly. Oh, how's Ziggy? Carly, how is he? I've forgotten that's my boy, that's my friend Ziggy. I love me some Ziggy. He's wonderful. Oh, do you know what? I've had a thing recently for burgers and chips. I've just every night, that's all I want is quarter pounder and some chips, or well, not crisps, like fries. Right? Funny good request. You want earlier, so this thing just last easy quick challenge. Can you puff out your cheeks as big as you can? I think so. That's it. That's much. Can you puff out your cheeks as big as you can? I think is that what you mean? I'm not very big on the uptake on stuff like that. Oh, if anybody else thinks I look daft, what do you think it is? Uh, oh, you're getting him into a bigger tank soon. Oh, it's great. Ziggy's beautiful. He's absolutely beautiful. I remember when he got him in, he was so tiny. Look at the size of him now. He's huge. He's absolutely huge, but he's lovely. But oh, yeah, that's it. That's the best I can do, Sparky. It's that was a good one. That, thank you. Enjoyed that. If you're talking about my other set of cheeks, I wouldn't, because there's sometimes it's not so much popping out my cheeks. It's more like inviting an ex-president of yours, trumping. Oh, right, Ziggy Stardust. We love that one. Ziggy plays guitar. I'm just going to go through all these songs and kill them one at a time. You can't see any of Sparky's messages. I don't know why that is. I can see her. She was up there earlier on in the chat. I see she's been in the chat. I don't know why. I have no idea. That's really weird. Well, look, I'll read out what Sparky says, right? That's what I'll do. If Sparky, if you're still there, love, could you type something, please? And then I can read it out to the boys, to Jason and Corey, if that's all right. Oh, it must be a YouTube bug. Well, if she does type something and I can't see it, the only thing I could suggest she does is maybe go out and come back in again. I don't know what else to suggest. She's going to think I'm ignoring her. And I hate to think that. Corey, nobody would ever think that of you. Nobody would think that of you. So, no, well, if it's more of you that can't see her and what she's saying, and even if she just said hello, but I can't see her either. Ooh, it's not Halloween yet. You have to wait. Not Halloween. I mean, if she was a ghost, we'd welcome her, wouldn't we? We'd be very welcoming. Oh, would you like to welcome Mr. Bill? Here's Mr. Bill. There he is. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
That's the world.
Hello, world.
There you see, look, they're saying hello, Bill. See?
Hello.
They're coming to say hello to you.
I'm going to say good night.
Oh, going to bed, darling.
I am.
All right then. Okay then. Oh, there's Kitty and Jason said hi, Mr. Bill, and Candace, hi, Bill, and there's Daphne and Zorro and Ronnie, and they're all saying hello and all this. There's not many of us, but we're having some fun.
Good. Excuse me, I'm going to kiss my wife.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. I shall see you in the morning.
You will, sir. You'll see me in the morning.
Good night, world.
Right. And hello, Cleveland. Yeah. Oh, God love him. I think Sparky has disappeared, guys. I think she's disappeared. I don't know what to suggest. You'd kill for Bill, would you? Oh my, Ronnie. Well, Bill is a lovely guy. Yes, Sparky, where did you go? I'm sure there's a song with words like that. Where did you go? What song lyrics are that? What song lyrics are that where it says, where did you go? Is it, I don't know, where did you go? There are song lyrics like that. Do you know what? It'll come to me in the morning, I would imagine. It'll more than likely come to me then. Oh, thanks, Corey. Well, tell her I said hi and that I say sending her lots of love. Thank you, love. Anyway, I've got something I wanted to show you guys, and I know that Daphne has already said that she's dying to see it. There was a picture of our Queen, and there was a pastel painting. Night night, darling. Night night. See you in the morning. Love you. Love you more. Right. So, yeah, and Jason, I'm exactly the same. Well, anywho, at the Platinum Jubilee, if you remember, if anybody was watching, our Queen came onto the balcony and she was wearing a green hat with a black bobble in the centre and a green coat to match. Well, anyway, she'd done like a little skit with Paddington Bear, you see, and she was tapping our teacup along to We Will Rock You. That was it. We was going toot, 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 toot. So she was doing all that, you see. Well, anyway, there's this artist I've never heard of before called Eleanor Tomlinson. And she put up on, I think it was Twitter, that she'd done this picture, this pastel painting of this of the Queen and Paddington as if they're walking off into the distance. And I thought, I need to get some of those myself. And what she said was, I'm going to do 15 of these paintings. And then I'm going to do a limited edition of 150 prints. Sparky, you're back. Sparky says, oh my goodness, that was incredible. You're really great at doing it. Sparky, are you still here? Are you here? Could you please just type, yes, I'm here, or something like that? Because you've gone missing. It made me very happy. Thank you very much. Are we just, can anybody else see these messages from Sparky? Can anybody see them? Can anybody say that they can see them? Is anybody else here? Right, Jason can't see them. Candace, can you see them? There's 2 messages from Sparky have just arrived. And they say, oh my goodness, that was incredible. You're really good at doing it. And it made me very happy. Thank you very much. Oh, okay then, Amy. Well, you take care, love. I'll see you later. Bye-bye, darling. See you later. Bye. Well, these messages have popped up and there's no Sparky. Oh, I don't know what's happening. It is, Ronnie. Well, anyway, she said, we've got to have oh, Bill's been and gone now. He's gone to bed now, Amy, but don't worry. I'll tell him that you said hi. So she said, I'm only going to do 150 prints of this painting. And I thought, right, well, I'm going to get my order in right now. Is it just you and me, Candice? Can anybody else see Sparky? Because, I mean, she's gone now. I saw 2 messages from her before, and I'm not seeing anything else of her. Anybody? Nobody? Oh, anyway. So what I wanted to say to you guys was, please, would you like to look at this? Let me get it there. There, right. Can you guys see that? Okay. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it to a place where my, oh, okay, right. How's that? Can you see that? I just want to give everybody a good chance to look at it. Sorry about the picture frame, but that's the one of the 150 prints taken from the original, and it's got Her Majesty walking away. There are bitten into marmalade sandwiches on the ground, and she's got one of our corgis with her. And all proceeds were going into the Platinum Jubilee Fund, which I thought was a good thing. And Prince Charles, apparently, I keep saying Prince Charles King. It's very, very hard having to say King now. He had to get her, he had to beg her to come out to take like a third wave to the crowds, because apparently our Queen had broken down. Oh, I'm sorry, but take care, Ronnie. Sorrow, sorry, I'm getting everything wrong. I'm sorry, Sorrow. Bye-bye, love. You take care. Kiss for you. Well, you take care and have fun with your appointment and what have you. So, see you later, love. Bye. I was just wondering, can everybody see everybody else in here now? Because we've got 8 people in and I've had 14 likes. So anyway, that's my picture of the Queen. So Daphne, I take it that you like this. Oh, hi, Dee. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Oh, good, Candice, that's great. So Daphne, you like it. I'm really, really glad. Well, you said you wanted to see it, so here it is. And that is my picture of Her Majesty the Queen. It's my little memento. That was drawn the day of a Platinum Jubilee. And, you know, I must admit that I'm just going to put it down for the moment. I must admit, when I found out that the Queen had died, I just sort of screeched. Yeah, I am thrilled to have it. Actually, Candice, I was so lucky to be able to get one as quickly as I did. How are you doing, Dee, love? Because it's lovely to see you. On the Tuesday, the Queen looked a bit frail and what have you, but I noticed on her hand was all black and blue. And yes, it was a shock. And it was all black and blue. So I thought, hang on a minute, one hand's black and blue, the other one isn't. Oh, thank you. It's, do you know something, Dee, to be honest with you, I mean, it's the 21st of September. So the Queen has been passed about a fortnight now, and it still doesn't feel real. It really doesn't. I keep waiting for, actually, the Queen was seen doing this today, and the Queen came out to do so and so today, and or something, you know, like that. And when people are singing the national anthem, I've got to remember to say, God save the King. So, you know, it's weird. But the big shock was that, as I say, the Tuesday she welcomed the Prime Minister, and our new Prime Minister's third female we've had. And she really did do her duty that day. And I know she was 96. I'd had hoped that she would probably do better than our mother and live to 100 and odd, but it wasn't to be. But what I didn't know is when we found out what it was that she had, and we didn't know about it. And I'm subscribed to Lady Colin Campbell on YouTube, and she is very close friends with a senior member of the royal family. And I mean, she knows loads of people. She's a socialite. She does a lot of charity work, you know, stuff like that. And she's well known. She does things on TV and on American TV, you know, from she lives in a castle called Castle Goring in Surrey. It's either Surrey or Sussex. Can't remember which. Anyway, she told us that all the people who turned up, she announced that she had died 2 hours before the royal family announced it. Because we thought, what the hell is she doing? That can't be right. The Queen can't be dead. And then when it was officially put out that she had died, her video came out 2 hours earlier. And she said that she's been hinting at it for weeks, saying that the Queen was ill to our bones because of all the stress with Harry and Meghan. And I'm thinking, why does she keep saying she's ill to our bones? Turns out our Queen had bone cancer. Can you believe that? The Queen had bone cancer. And nobody said a word. Not one word. And that was why she had that great big cannula mark in the back of her hand. Because she'd been having treatment. And she'd recently had her hair cut very short, you know, and combed over in places in case it was ready to start falling out. But yeah, she had bone cancer. Unbelievable. So, yeah, well, when she went to hospital, she was in hospital overnight, and they didn't say it was from a fall or whatever it was. But she had COVID, but she got better from it. Candice, she got COVID twice. Once when she was with Prince Philip, and then after he died, she got it a second time. Thank you, Kitty. Yes, she did. When she was 21, she said that she would dedicate her whole life, whether it be long or short, to our service and to the Commonwealth and to the imperial family to which we all belong, which is, that was 1947. I mean, India was just coming out of, being part of the empire. The empire was dead, but they had the Commonwealth. They started out with 14 countries, and by the time she died, there are now 54 or 55 countries are represented within the Commonwealth now. And apparently, I mean, there are other countries even now putting in applications to become part of the Commonwealth. And it's not as if, I mean, we still give aid and that to the Commonwealth countries when they need it. We do give them financial aid and whatever help we can, but it's everybody helps everybody else. So she managed to make a Commonwealth family, which she started that, and that's got to be phenomenal. And so we have lived through, the majority of us have lived through the Elizabethan age. I've never known another queen apart from her, or another monarch. She came to the throne 8 years before I was born. So she's the only one I've ever known. And now there's Charles, and I would like to think he would be a good king. Well, I will be 62 in December, So, yeah, 62. Thank you, Dee. When's your birthday, Dee? When's everybody's birthdays? Is everybody gone? Have they all gone away? So they've all gone very quiet. July the 3rd, so you are Cancer. Are you Cancerian? Being July 3rd. Hi, Lauren. How are you, love? It's lovely to see you. Oh, July 6th, sorry. Beg your pardon. All right, you're Cancer. Well, I'm a Capricorn. And Cancers are great too, because you're my astrological opposite, you see. We sort of like line time up. And yours was the other day. Oh, happy birthday, Candace. Happy birthday, love. Oh, everybody, please wish Candace a happy birthday. Yours was July the 28th. Well, happy birthday to you, darling, Ronnie. Mine is the 28th of December. So, yes, my parents have photos of the Queen being driven through our village on the way to Openkield Reservoir. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing. That thing about Kielder Reservoir was on a video I was watching the other day. It was called, I think it was called A Year in the Life of the Queen, or something like that, or something. But it was over an hour, and it was really, really interesting, Kitty. It sort of went from when she was little to literally present day. So it was, it was really good. Yes, look it up. It's something like a day in the life, or something along those lines. But it's all about Queen Elizabeth II, from without being little until, unfortunately, 3 weeks ago. Lauren, darling, to be quite honest with you, I don't have lives that often. I was torn between doing a just one of my bog standard videos and talking to you, but the minute I started thinking about it, I don't know why I started to fill up, and I don't know why I felt like all the emotions were bubbling up on me, and I thought I'm going to end up going through this video and just crying, and that's not what I want to do. You know, I want to try and make them laugh. Oh, I tell you what, talking about making you laugh, would you all like a good laugh? Well, here it is, whether you like it or not. You're going to get a good laugh. It was not last weekend, the weekend before. And I was trying to reach for something. Virgos are lovely. They are awesome, but Capricorns are the best. Sorry, Capricorns are the best. What can I tell you? You know, Jason Shush, you're supposed to be saying Capricorns are the best. Oh no, Virgos are lovely. Jason, no, was it really? You never said a word, you sly bugger. Happy birthday, little brother. Happy birthday. Are you 21 again? I think you are. 21 and a half. That's you. Corey's 18 and you're 21 and a half. I'm sure. Or are you the younger one of the two? I can't tell, you both look like teenagers to me. When I first saw you, I thought you were only 16. Honestly, I did. I thought you were just a teenager. Oh my God, everybody's younger than me these days. You think I'm 62 this year, and I don't feel like it, you know, I really don't feel like it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This face, I wish I could get out of here. You did not. Well, oh my God. You're a sight for sore eyes. Hello, darling. Okay, Corey, you take it. Well, that proves, Jason, that if that's how old you are now, when you and I first met, you told me you were 37. So that's how long we've known each other, is 3 years, because you just turned 37. So, but Corey, I swear, I don't care what age you are now, you just don't. And Jason doesn't either. You've both got very young spirits. You really do. You know, but I mean, like I said, I haven't got a scrap of makeup on. My hair is a mess. I can't do anything with my hair. This letrozole has killed my hair. It grows, but then it snaps off. It's as dry. It's dry as a bunch of sticks on a dry thing. Will Venus go into the corner for Lion? You are not 34 next month. You're 17. Now stop it. Come back and tell me that you're 17. It'll make you telling lies about you being 34. We're not gonna have bear porkies. I'll make you wear the pointed hat that says porkies. You're born when? No. That was the year my daughter was born. No. Oh my God, it's Jessie. Jessie. Oh, Jessie, darling. Oh, I've missed you too. I'm still here, love. I'm still breathing. I don't say much on Twitter these days. I get my head ripped off. So when is your birthday, Will? And I know it's 1988. So, but when is your birthday? You're a Libra. Or is it now? Have you just had a birthday? 14th of October. Oh no. Right. No. Right. So it's coming up. Now, you see, my boy, his is on the 23rd. So he's Scorpio. He's right on the cusp. Because I used to think, well, is he a Libra? Would it be the 23rd? But no, everywhere I've looked into, it puts him in as a very early Scorpio. Yeah. But Candace, it's Jessie. It's Jessie from Twitter. That's who Santa is. It's Jessie. Oh, October 17th. Oh, right. Well, look, if I don't see you before, Will, I hope you have the most fantabuloso birthday that you could ever, ever possibly have. Honestly, I really do hope so. Almost a Halloween baby. Oh, no, I didn't dress my boy up in Halloween clothes, you know. So, for you, Will, and that's for Jason, and I'll give one to Corey, to you as well. Everybody's had a birthday. Oh, and there's one for Candace. What have you? Jessie, when's your birthday, love? So, anyway, thank you, Candace, darling. You are not. Get out of here. Really? Oh my God, that is my daughter's birthday, the 9th of April. Get out of here. Oh my God. Yes, really? She's 34. She's the same age as Corey. Yeah. She's 34. And that's her birthday, April the 9th. Is that not crazy or what? And you're 31. So when were you born then? 91. Were you born in 91 then, Jessie? Right, because my boy was in October in 92. But my daughter was born on the 9th of April, 1988. Oh, you mean your youngest was born in 91? I was going to say, you got a 91-year-old child. I say, you're looking good for it, Candace, I'll tell you. You're looking good for it. Oh, C baby. You're a C-section baby. I must admit, I had both mine. Well, I had to have my daughter with 2 sets of forceps. So I had an awful lot of stitches. But I had my boy naturally. But when he was born, he was navy blue. I was strangling him with a cord and I kept pushing him out. So they had to quickly sort him out. And you were born in 84. So that makes you, I can't do maths. I can't do maths. 84. 26. You're 26. No, you weren't. Really? Oh, well, a belated happy birthday to you. I wish I could tell you that, it just rolls backwards as you're running towards 40, but it doesn't, sorry. No. You were in 11th grade in 1984, Candice. My God, you are young. 3 C-sections. Oh my God, your mum did pay for you. 3 C-sections. Oh, your poor mother. Wow. That's a lot. God bless her. Cancer, but he was supposed to be a Leo, so he must have come early then, your dad. Do you know something though, Kitty? Honestly, got to tell you, I wish I'd known it at the time, but 40 is the new 20. So when you get to 60, 60 becomes the new 40, and so on. No, I've never had C-section. That I have to fight through all the well, I'm not overweight, I'm under tall. Oh my God, Will, I am so sorry. Well, God bless her. God bless her. Yeah. I didn't know. I'm sorry, darling. Yes, Daphne, I'm not overweight. I'm under tall. I should be 17 foot 10 for what I weigh. Hey, Dee, why not? It's there. She's with you all the time, though, Will. Your mum's always with you. And you are sensitive. You're an empath. You'll be able to feel her. You're bound to be able to feel her. I mean, you are a strong empath. You know. Hey, it's a good idea, that, Ronnie. You just put, I am not overweight. I'm under tall. That's what you say. Yeah, so it proves, you see, life goes on. Do you know something, Jessie? In heaven, it's no time at all. They don't have time the way we do here. Up there, it could be 900 years or 90 years. Time means nothing to the folk in heaven. Because do you know why? Because they're all having a good time. And you know what the saying is? Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, well, you will be able to feel them, Candice. And they're always with us. Well, I'll tell you something. I wish I could have had some spiritual helpers with me with that story I was going to tell you. They're doing crossword puzzles on TV. Do you know the thing is, though? When you go to heaven, there's a level that you can stay at, so you can do exactly the same over there that you did in life. So if you want to go and have a pint, like a beer, you can go and have a beer. And a pub, you just have to think about your pub and the pub will be there, your friends will be there, and you'll all be sitting and have a drink. I mean, you won't get drunk or anything like that, but you'll be doing that. Yes, they'll be doing gardening. They can do painting. They can, do a bit DIY. Whatever they want to do. If they want to read all day, if they want to watch the TV and world history all day, they can do whatever they want to do. Because when you think about the things that make you happy the most, that's what you can have when you're on the other side, And I must admit, if I'm lucky enough to get to heaven, I am hoping that once I get my legs back and what have you, I mean, I've still got legs, they just don't work very well. I'm hoping to be literally half this size with my hair in waves down past my shoulders, all in big, the big, thick curls that they have just round my shoulders. And I'll be able to kneel down and do my gardening. I really miss that, and I miss swimming. I want to be able to go swimming, and I want to do my gardening, and I want to dance, I want to do all that stuff. I want to be able to read all the books I've never read, and I want to listen to all the music that I love, and I want to be able to dance and dance and dance. I want to be able to do all of that. And I want when it's my Bill's time to come, I want to be able to hold his hand and we'll be young again. And we're going to hold each other's hand and go for walks and things like that. I'm looking forward to that. It's amazing what the simple things that bring us the most joy, isn't it? And all these things that don't have to cost you money. Like, I want to be able to go somewhere in the world where it makes both of us happy. So whether it's green grass that we can walk on and then go down, towards the beach, and the seawater that comes in isn't cold, but it's just nicely off the cold, just slightly warm, and just, walk in the sand. And it's the kind of sand that doesn't cling to you, so it doesn't get into your sandwiches, We've all had sandwiches that got sand in it sometimes. But that's the kind of heaven I want. Anyway, I could have done with some heavenly helpers the other weekend. I was sitting on the edge of my bed, and I'd just finished getting dressed, and I was reaching over to pick something up, and I fell off the floor, and I landed on the right side of me. Well, I couldn't get up because I couldn't kneel up. I couldn't pull myself up. And it was ridiculous, I got the top half of me dressed. I wasn't completely all dressed, right? We'll leave it at that. But I got the top half of me dressed, and I was reaching over to pick something up to put on the bottom of me, and my daughter will come in and give me a hand. But I hadn't quite got to that point. So anyway, I fell down, and they couldn't get me back up. So we had to send for a paramedic. The paramedic came, and he tried to get me up. He couldn't get me up. So he had to bring in this seat that he had to blow up. And he said, right, as it starts to inflate, try pulling yourself along it as much as you can. And I remember turning more on my side and holding on the leg of the bed, trying to pull myself along. Shut up, you. Pull myself along. And as he was trying to inflate it, I'm trying to move along, and I ended up tooting the flute, shall we say, and I was so apologetic. My face was like, honestly, it was like a beacon. I was so embarrassed. But I mean, he eventually got me inflated high enough that I could get back on the bed. So yeah, that was a bit of a laugh. I mean, I suppose you had to be there, really. But I don't get out much, you can tell, can't you? You know, yeah, memories are amazing. You've got wonderful memories, Jessie. I never knew my grandparents. Either side. Well, I knew one grandpa from when I was very little, but we hardly saw anything of him. Oh dear, it was just one of those things. I'm just very, very careful about trying to reach for things. And if that was just how it happened, and I ended up falling off the bed with nothing on from the waist down. Oh no, I was we had a bit of a bruise, but I mean, apart from that, I think it was more I'd lost my dignity, and he actually did say at the time, he says, listen, Pet, seen it all before helps, heard it all before, so don't be embarrassed. But I was, so that was what it was. But, you know, um, well, if I'm lucky enough to get to heaven, when it is all your time, when it's your time, please look out for me. Please call for me. Because I don't know how this thing works. Do you know, that's a funny thing, you see, because I'll find out when I get there. If I'm lucky enough to get there, then I'll get there. But I don't know how I would come back to tell you, because it's not as if I could make you a video and then write on the wall, hi, I'm here, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not quite sure how I'll come back to tell you. So all I can say is, if you can remember, just call for me and say, hey, will you come and say hello? I'm not going to laugh at you, dear. I just want to have a good time. We can just dance, because you dance like there's no tomorrow. You dance as if you haven't got another care in the world. That's the way I'm going to dance. I'm not a trained dancer or anything like that. Last time I had a dancing lesson, I was in a ballet class, and I'd be 4 years old or something like that. I dance like a helicopter, unless it's like heavy metal. Then of course, I headbang. But no, if we see each other over there on the other side, and if you want to dance, we've got the music turned up high enough, we just dance like you haven't got a care in the world. That's how you do it. Yeah. Oh my God, no. Seriously? Swedish and Danish? I mean, Ronnie, when it's your time, darling, not long time, not for a long, long time yet, but I'll see you there. Will, you're not going to believe this, but when I got my DNA stuff done recently, and it came up that I was 15% Swedish, or like Scandinavian, Swedish and Danish. What do you think about that? And I was 60, there's something like, I was, no, 77% Scottish. Something like 6% English, I think. So, yeah, I was quite chuffed at that, really. I hope your mum has a lot longer than that, Kitty. I hope she has a lot longer. And she will find her mother over there. She will. I promise you. Do you know something, love? I don't know about you, and I don't know what your beliefs are or anything, or none. It makes no difference, right? We're all the same here. But I do believe in an afterlife. I do believe we go on. I do believe in heaven, and I do so much. It's like tangible. I can feel it. It's so tangible. I feel it so strongly. I can feel it. When we go over to the other side, depending on what we've passed from, you need to go and recover for a little while, just to get your energy levels, because everything is energy over there, right? It's just pure energy. So you need time for your energy levels to recover. Once that's happened, you then go. Now, I heard somebody say once that you go to the age that Christ was when he died, which is 33. Now, whether or not that's true or old wives' tale, I don't know. But what I've been told by other people is that you go back to when you were, say, 25 to 35. And that's the age you stay at. That is the age you stay at. And that's it for like time immemorial. Now, if you've been a baby when you've passed over, or a fetus or something like that, or sadly a stillborn baby or something, those babies grow up on the other side. They're taught, they have a kind of education, but they're taught healing and everything that's good. And they grow up on the other side. And when they reach adulthood, it's between 25 and 35. So when their parents pass over and the young man or the young woman comes up to them and says, "Hello, Mum," and that's the child that was taken from you, like I said, well, it can be for any infant reason, but I think that's a wonderful thing, because, I've had miscarriages, so can you imagine how it's going to be for me when I go over there and, the children are lost. They're going to be restored to me. I'm going to see them. I'm going to see them again. Well, I'm glad you feel better, Kitty, but I'm only telling you the truth. And the thing is that a lot of us here believe very strongly in an afterlife where heaven is what you make it. So when our time comes, right, and I know you're saying she's fading, and COPD, it's not great. I do know that. To be quite honest with you, I know my GP wants to see me because they want to check out my breathing. And I've been using inhalers now for about a year. And yes, I know it's daft not to smoke. I know I shouldn't do it. But because I've got this cancer and it is going to kill me, I fail to see the point of going along for them to say, oh, you've got COPD as well, because I think having cancer is enough to deal with. So I just want to cope with that. And then I don't have to think about anything else, you know? I mean, if it ever gets really bad, then obviously I'll go and do something about it. But at the moment, I can cope with what I'm doing. So, but thank you, Will, darling. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Kitty, I promise you, if your mum wants a house like the one that she's living in now, if that's her perfect home and that she's got everything where she wants it, then she can replicate that in heaven. If, however, she's always wanted like a really posh bungalow with all the posh cons, or maybe she might want like a house made of logs or a big cabin or something like that, you know, she can have that, because the power of thought when you're on the other side creates what you want. And if you want to stay at that level where you can have your loved ones around you all the time, and when you can go in the house that your thoughts have built, that's got your teapot and your cup and your tea bags and what have you, and you can welcome in your family, you can have all those things, because it's not like just imagining that they're there. It's the power of thought makes those things happen. And it's like, you know, when you say, oh gosh, I've heard so much about New York City, I would love to go there. So in the afterlife, if you think I want to be there, literally like that, you'll be there. It's that quick. So exactly, Jessie, that's exactly what I've been saying. Heaven is what you make it. And honestly, when it's your mum's time, just hold her hand and ask if she's talking, then just say, who's there, mum? And she'll might be able to tell you who's there, because it'll be people that she can see who have come together. You know, there's always a process that people go through, always a process. And just hold her hand and just keep telling her that you love her, and that if it's time, then just say, Mum, I love you so much, but you know, obviously you can see uncles or aunties, or she can see our mum and our dad, that sort of thing. And if there are a welcoming committee to take her home, just say, it's all right, Mum. You know, you can go home whenever you're ready. And I'll miss you, but I'll see you again when the time is right. And believe you me, it hurts us more being left behind. It breaks our hearts. But I want you to know your mum will be fully restored to health. She'll be back to being a young woman again. She'll be 100% fit and healthy. She'll be happy. She'll be reunited with all those who have gone before her. And your mum will know true happiness. And she will find a way to be around you. So look out for signs, symbols, anything. Favourite songs that she loved. If you put the radio on and then suddenly just that song's playing, I can guarantee you she will have organised that. And it's just her way of saying, hello, I love you, I'm with you. I wish I could stay longer, but that's what she's doing. And I just want you to, because I'm not lying, I don't make these things up, because I want to know that that's what I'm going to get when I go, and I'm not quite sure. I'm not there yet, you know. Still got time yet. But trust me, when it gets near the time, I will let you guys know. That's a promise. And that's why it's important to me that you're all in the Facebook group. That's why it's very important to me. Because I'm going to find a way to get someone to announce it, and then you'll all know. Kitty, darling, you are more than welcome. Jason goes through it too. You know, Will believes it. Candace believes it. You know, I'm sure Jessie believes it. We're all, yeah, please look for, what's the Facebook group called, Candace? Is it the Haven or Headers Haven or something like that? Dee, you need to join the Facebook group. Candace, if you can remember what it's called. Can you tell everybody now what it's called? Headers Haven. If you look for Headers Haven or The Haven or something like that, and you'll see Candace's name there, you'll see Daphne, you'll see Jessie. That's Santa Loves Mahado's got that one over there. Well, that's Jessie. You'll see Jessie there. Will is there. Friends for Life, Will, always. And it's not my channel. I might have done the technical stuff, but this is Haven. It belongs to all of us. I don't do things without coming to you guys first and talking to you. So please, it's the only way that I can think of us having a Facebook group there. I'm personally not involved in it. That's all right, darling. That's not a problem. I said, because I was busy, doing the videos and everything. The Facebook group was for all of the Haveners to sort of congregate together and just have a chat or talk about your problems or whatever. Nobody is judged. Nobody is turned away. Nobody is ever alone. Nobody can ever feel lonely. There's always somebody there to say hello to you. Okay? But, you know, the next time I come on here will probably be alive. I don't know when, but I'll sort something out. I just got to tell you, I just get so tired. I really do get tired, and that bit of Oromorph I had before has really gotten me to wind down a bit. So, Jason, let me say this, love. If it wasn't for you and all the other ones that I hold in my heart, just like you, there would be no Haven. There would be no Haven without Candace, without Daphne, without you, without Jessie, without, Ronnie and the other Ronnie and Amy and all the other ones that have. Well, it's not a private group, Kitty. It's oh, Will, can I say bollocks? Can I say bollocks? Is that a bad word? Right. Well, bollocks, because you would have managed your own channel without me, darling. You honestly, you would have managed without me. I think I'll give people more perspiration than inspiration, mind. I bring people out in cold sweats. Did you not know that? I used to be notorious at my children's schools, you know. Teachers would jump into cupboards to avoid me. If they heard I was coming into school, they'd be, oh, no, I'm not speaking to their mother, oh, no. And they'll go flying off, and I'd say, where's Mrs. So-and-so? I'd like to have a word. And say, she's not in today. She's not in today. She's off sick. You know. Yes, because you've always said people aren't alone. And I got that originally from Gary of Bipolar Corner, who I haven't seen in ages. And I'm not sure how he is. I don't know if Taisha's still here. But yeah, I miss him. But Gary was all about not wanting to have anybody to be alone. He's doing well. Oh, well, that's brilliant. Candice, if you see Gary, could you tell him that I was asking after him, please, if you don't mind? Jessie, whatever you can do, whatever you can do to help, that would be lovely. Thank you. Oh, Gary, is he using Gary Unfiltered? I'll go and look for that one then. I can't remember if I was ever linked to that. Do you know, I cannot remember. But thank you, Candice, if you wouldn't mind. I am going to have to call it a night, guys. It is 20 to 1 in the morning here. And I'm a little bit tired. So if it's all right with you guys, I am going to have one last fag before I go to bed. And then I'm going to catch up with what Harry and Meghan have been up to. Daphne, that's for you from me. You take care as well, Will, darling. And good night, Dee. And please, they're going to put the link up to the Facebook group. Love you more, Daphne. They're going to put up the link to the Facebook group. If you can look for that, then please join. And I'll try and get over when I can. But little brother, it's been wonderful to see you too. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give you a great big kiss, all of you. And next time, Sparky might come back, because Sparky just disappeared. Where did Sparky go? So, yes, it has. It's been a lovely chat with all of you, and it's done my heart so much good. Thank you. Thank you, Kitty. It's quiet over there, but listen, there's always, just post something and somebody will get back to you. Okay? So, anyway, you take care, Corey and Ronnie, and thank you so much. Oh, listen, the Harkles, oh my God. Did you see Harry not even singing God Save the King? What a bloody cheek. I would have smacked him up the back of the head. What a bloody cheek. That's not just his father, that's his king. Francis, oh my God, you've just got here and I'm signing off. Oh, Francis. I hope you're well, love. I hope you're okay. I really do hope you're okay. I think Candice is trying to say hello, Francis, to you. See, everybody's saying hello, Francis, and we're signing off. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm getting there, but don't worry. I'm going to come back and do another live fairly soon, and but it's lovely to see you. I'm sorry I can't stay around much longer, but I had to take some liquid morphine and that before, and I'm a bit tired. And Jessie's knackered by the sounds of things. So night, Jessie. See you later, my darling. So I am going to have to say good night. Good night, Candice. Good night, Daphne, Jessie, and Jason, and Corey, and Ronnie. And Ronnie went away, and Lauren. Oh yes, love. That's what you can do. And I hope I haven't missed anybody. I want to say thank you so much for coming, Francis. And I'm sorry that I have to go. And night, Will. And I love you more, Candice. I do. You and Daphne are two halves of my angels. So, and if I've missed anybody, because my memory is crap, I am so sorry. Good night, Kitty. And it's been lovely talking to you. And give your mum a kiss and a hug from me. Okay? I'll see you again soon. Night night, everybody. Night night.